Your Excellency Luis Manuel Lopez Moreno, Ambassador of Mexico to the OECS member states, Dr. Luz Longsworth, Pro Vice Chancellor and Principal of the UWI Open Campus, Mr. Angel Esquivel Rivero Palomo, Principal, the University of Quintana Roo, Ms. Maite Navarre-Zabad, Deputy Chief of Mission, the Embassy of Mexico in St. Lucia, Dr. Alfredo Marin, Director of Political Science and Human Sciences Division, University of Quintana Roo, other members of the Mexican delegation. Good afternoon and welcome to the UWI Open Campus. It gives me great pleasure this afternoon to welcome all of you here to the Open Campus St. Lucia site to undertake this signing ceremony of this Memorandum of Understanding between our two organizations.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all here this afternoon for what is quite an historic occasion. I am especially appreciative of the presence of such an impressive Mexican delegation and the fact that you have all journeyed here to be physically present at the UWI Open Campus St. Lucia site this afternoon. Whenever universities from different geographic and cultural communities get together for furthering higher education among their populations, it means a lot more than just an initiative to facilitate higher education. There are so many other unwritten aspects which are part of such ventures. The Memorandum of Understanding document deals with the letter of the law, so to speak, the outline or skeleton of the agreement. But what is never apparent from these legal documents are the non-tangible benefits that they bring. Some of these intangibles include a feeling of brotherhood and sisterhood as we interact and relate to each other as part of a common mission. Another intangible is the camaraderie of common purpose, the growth of understanding of each other's culture, and the dawning of the realization that we are not as different or as far apart as we thought. And this happens at all levels, not only at the administrative, but at every level that this corporation touches. For example, because this is a distance relationship, our technical staff had to learn to communicate with each other. It was quite amusing during the very first link-up we tried to witness our technician, Miguel, and Braulio, the Director General for Technology at Quintana Roo, trying to make themselves understood to each other. But by the second trial, they had figured out a way to do this, and they had worked out their system. That is a type of learning experience that cannot be captured in an MOU. And I expect that there will be a lot more of these learning moments as with faculty and other administrative staff of our two institutions as they continue to interact. The Embassy of Mexico has been a friend of the UWI Open Campus St. Lucia for some time. Last year we collaborated in putting on a workshop for St. Lucian students, introducing them to the similarities between our dance and theater traditions. And we are hoping to do something similar this year with other aspects of culture. Ambassador Moreno and his staff are regulars at all our events, and we deeply appreciate this growing friendship between the UWI Open Campus and the Mexican people. Now, with formalized cooperation between the UWI and the UCRU, our friendship can be taken to new heights. Dr. Lorena Carriega and I have already been discussing academic collaboration by way of joint journal publications, which will really be a manifestation of true partnership. I remember when I first met Ambassador Moreno, one of the things we both lamented was the absence of more direct travel between our countries. Since then, I know we have made some strides towards increasing the ease of travel, small ones, but with agreements such as the one being signed today, we are able to go a very long way towards bridging that physical distance. And I look forward to a range of exciting initiatives coming out of this agreement so that we may continue building this bridge. So, ladies and gentlemen, una caída bienvenida a todos ustedes y espero que su tiempo en Santa Lucía es tan divertido como productivo. A very warm welcome to all of you, and I hope that your time in St. Lucia will be enjoyable as well as productive. Thank you very much.
But one thing is very important for us. You remind us the first contact that we had in the past, starting in 2014. We had the first conversation about how to exchange more on education, more on training, more in contact with the Mexican government, with the Mexican culture. And you mentioned that we established a very grateful conversation and accompanying in our events in all the cases. And I think that is the most important and valuable thing that we have now on this table is that we talk, but at the same time now we are concreting the conversation, the plan that we were planning in many conversations, in many visits. So I'm very happy really to have the Mexican delegation here, and in order to allow the Dean of the University of Quintana Roo to talk more largely about what we need to do, what we are doing, what are the plans that we have in the near future. Allow me, Dr. Simon, to mention again who are here. With us is a Master in Sciences, Angel Rivero Palomo, Dean of the University of Quintana Roo, and I'm really happy to have you here, sir, and to concreting some of the part of the work that we are doing, following the principle of the exterior policy of Mexico that we share with St. Lucia, that is to strengthen all the possibilities, the contact between our two countries. So that is the first thing. We have here Mr. Elias Abushaki, the Dean of Technical or Technological University of Chetumal, that they have a very important offer for the technical education to St. Lucia. In the next days, we will develop some specific program for that. And with us is Dr. Dora Maria Frias, is the Secretary Academic, Academic Secretary, the one university that is key for us in the south state of Mexico, that is in Tabasco, the University Autonomous of Tabasco, Juárez de Tabasco. And obviously we have a very good friend of the embassy and continuous and frequently traveler to St. Lucia, Dr. Lorena Carriaga, that is was key for this to concrete these steps that we are following now. And Master in Science Hugo Esquinca is Director General of Outreach of the University in Quintana Roo. Dr. Carriaga is the General Director for Cooperation, and obviously one of the key actors in this work that we are developing with the UWI, that is the Third Secretary and Deputy Chief of Mission, Maite Narvaez. And with that, only to say that I'm very happy to see the things happening, and that's very important for us. Thank you very much.
signing this agreement. People from different countries from the Caribbean, so that makes it, a historical occasion, like Dr. Simon said.
Simon, jefe del Open Campus Santa Lucía, director Alfredo Marín y otros colegas de la Universidad de Quintana Roo y de la Universidad de los West Indies Open Campus. Muy buenas tardes, espero que me están escuchando muy bien. ¿Sí? Tengo el gran placer de participar en esta ceremonia, de firmar este convenio muy histórico que señala el inicio de una colaboración que esperamos a estar muy larga y fructífera. Nuestras dos instituciones son instituciones educativas y tenemos el reto de educar y de desarrollar la capacidad humana de nuestros pueblos. Quisiera expresar de parte de mi universidad el profundo gratitud de poder participar en este convenio. I think I will go back to English now. But I wanted to greet you in Spanish because I know that at the end of these 2 years, that everyone should be speaking Spanish very, very fluently. And I can see that Dr. Simon has already started her classes. So congratulations, Dr. Simon. Ambassador, you are doing a very good job in St. Lucia in spreading the language. I do want to say how very pleased we are in the Open Campus to be a part of this partnership with the Universidad de Quintana Roo, a university that I am quite familiar with from my days in Belize, and also with the assistance and support of the Mexican Embassy to the OECS. As Dr. Simon has mentioned, this legal document signifies only the beginning of a long and fruitful partnership that will develop first, of course, using the language as the base of cultural understanding and cooperation, but will grow collaboration in academic research and other activities between the University of Quintana Roo and the University of the West Indies Open Campus. We are very pleased to be able to bring this collaboration through the platform of technology. which is the competitive strength of the university's open campus. We expect that this will spread to all of the countries of the OECS and even beyond, as we work with the University of Quintana Roo and with the embassy to develop even more the friendship and the partnerships that we know will grow our people's capacity to communicate, to understand, and to work together for hemispherical collaboration. It is not often that we have these kinds of signings by video conference. And I think that it is a sign, pardon the pun, of the future, because the world is getting much smaller. And it is wonderful that neighbors can meet, even if we are in 3 countries. I am in Jamaica because I am on vacation, visiting with my mother, and I was still able to participate in this signing. And so this is significant for the people of our Caribbean region, being able to access education, to access capacity building wherever they are, whenever they can. And I want to thank Ambassador Lopez Moreno. I would want to thank Maestro Rivero Palomo and all of colleagues from the embassy and from the Universidad de Quintana Roo for their hands of friendship and their willingness to partner with the Open Campus in St. Lucia. We know that this is just the beginning of even greater things. And I want to, on behalf of my Vice Chancellor, on behalf of all of the staff of the University of the West Indies Open Campus, and particularly of the staff, I'm sure, of the Open Campus in St. Lucia and the other member countries of the OECS, to say how much we welcome this initiative and we look forward to our growing collaboration and to the fruits that this collaboration will bear. Otra vez, muchas gracias y muy buenas tardes.
Muchas gracias por todo el apoyo que ha brindado a la Universidad de Quintana Roo para poder establecer mecanismos de colaboración con esta muy importante universidad en el mundo y sobre todo en el Caribe. I'm very honored to be here. Thank you for all your friendship, especially to Dr. Luz Longsworth, Pro Vice Chancellor and Principal of the UWI Open Campus, to Dr. Veronica Simon, Head of UWI Open Campus St. Lucia. And I'm very honored to be here. I'm carrying the friendship and the best regards of our learning community of the University of Quintana Roo. And I would like to greet all my colleagues en la Universidad de Quintana Roo, quienes se encuentran ahora reunidos viendo este importante encuentro. Veo ahí al secretario general de la universidad, a la directora general de planeación, al director de la división de estudios políticos, el doctor Alfredo Marín, y a todo el equipo de nuestra Universidad de Quintana Roo que están reunidos. Un saludo a todos, muchas gracias, y a todos quienes nos acompañan, especialmente el rector de la Universidad Tecnológica de Chetumal, mi amigo Elías Abushatki, que se encuentra con nosotros, a la delegación mexicana que se encuentra aquí reunidas, de la Universidad Juárez Autónoma de Tabasco, que están también presentes. By signing this memorandum of understanding between the University of Quintana Roo and the University of the West Indies for the teaching of the Spanish language to foreign students, it's a privilege, because by doing this, the University of Quintana Roo is taking one of its important missions to what it was created 25 years ago. The University of Quintana Roo is the main academic system of higher education in the youngest state in Mexico. The state of Quintana Roo is the most important touristic state in Mexico. 50 cents of every dollar that incomes to our country comes through the state of Quintana Roo. We have several touristic destinations. We are Cancun, Cozumel, the Riviera Maya, and Chetumal. And these are our main campuses. And we are very happy to be here because we share not only the touristic activity as main economic development for our people, for our young people. We share the challenges of taking care of the natural resources we have to make them sustainable for having a long-term touristic economy. We have a lot of similarities. For example, San Lucia, it's very similar to the island of Cozumel, one of our main touristic destinations in Mexico. And we are very proud to be here establishing this friendship with you. And we are also very committed and very keen to collaborate deeper. I'm sure that this is a very first step in this wonderful collaboration we can create through the Embassy of Mexico. And we are very proud to have friends like you. And I would like to invite Doctora Veronica Simon to visit us in Chetumal or any of our campuses. The University of Quintana Roo, it's a learning community based on friendship. We always want to learn more. We are open to collaboration. We have students from 30 or 36 nationalities living around us. And we have natural laboratories like the Caribbean, as you do. And this is very important for us to establish this memorandum. And we can offer a lot of things to your community. And we would like to learn deeper from you. We are establishing an open campus as well through the University of Quintana Roo Digital. We are working in developing this digital platform, and we would like to share with you, to learn from you. We are creating the TV, digital radio, and we are open to all of this wonderful experience. I am very happy to be here. Thanks for all what you have done for us, and we will be looking forward to collaborate deeper with you.
To you all, and thank you for being part of this historical day. Let me quote Victor Villaseñor, a Mexican-American contemporary writer. He said something like this: because Spanish is a feeling-based language that comes first from the heart, just as English is a thinking-based language that comes first from the head. Interesting comparison. It is an honor for me to have the opportunity to address such a distinguished audience and to say that this is a very special moment for our university and especially for our faculty. The members of the Political Science and Humanities Division are grateful to live and share this moment of meetings, encounters, and common points to collaborate better. The idea of collaboration, which was born some months ago, with the visit of the Ambassador Luis Manuel Lopez Moreno, has shown that the University of Quintana Roo is willing to promote alliances and academic cooperation with the Caribbean countries. This is the language that is joining us today. Today is the language of Cervantes, the language of Octavio Paz, the language of José Martí, the language of Carlos Fuentes, the language of Julio Cortázar, and so many others that plays the most important role of this meeting, the Spanish language. As you may know, the Spanish language is the most widely spoken Romance language, both in terms of number of speakers and the number of countries which claim to be the dominant language. There are more than 400 million Spanish speakers worldwide, even when the pronunciation and the use of Spanish can differ from country to country. The differences we can find regionally are not so great as to make the language unintelligible to speakers from different geographical areas. Studies demonstrate that there is not a single spoken Spanish. There are different Spanish dialects or varieties because of the evolution of the Spanish language in different countries and regions. In this sense, Mexico has a variety of Spanish languages which resulted from the different Mesoamerican cultures that were established along the Mexican territory. One of those with symbiosis has resulted in the mixture of Mayan culture and Spanish, especially in the peninsula of Yucatan. Therefore, it is a great opportunity to show you through the Spanish language our culture and our cosmology. And it becomes much more interesting for the Language Teaching Center to be the means through which learning experiences, teaching moments, workshops, and classes will be provided by making use of information and communication technologies. And finally, I would like to mention that the Dynamic Language Teaching Center at the UPRO, with enthusiastic language teachers, were the first ones to agree with the idea of designing a language center in St. Lucia. They are the ones who have designed the activities for these new academic projects, always thinking in the students' work very hard for creating every teaching and learning material for the resources. Now I would like to acknowledge these engaged teachers. Also, I would like to acknowledge the work of Professor Alberta Jimenez Castro, head of the Language Teaching Center, who coordinated such an excellent team of teachers and instructors. May success come to this alliance and make this project be fruitful. Thank you very much for your attention.
I am accepting on your behalf, Vice Chancellor.
Thank you very much. I will come to connect with shortly.
Well, we've given you a school bag, a school bag which you could use. But this plaque is a commemoration of the agreement. Principal, I don't know if you're seeing it. They have two hands shaking. We'll bring it closer in a minute. And it says UWI UQR partnership. So to go to remind you of the partnership. For your life, since we are starting academic collaboration, we have to by former Vice Chancellor of the University.
Creo que lo más la vimos aquí a
Hable con Tania. Gracias.
The open campus, we have access to all of these programs, but the University has more than 800 programs that they offer. Online degrees, we offer bachelor's, master's, and doctoral programs online. But our students also have students who work virtually with the campuses in Mona's, Jamaica, Trinidad, and Barbados. All the countries who teach students Yeah, no, we service the entire university. It's the outreach center. It's an outreach center for the entire university. All the campuses. Yes, all the campuses. I'll get the security. Right now, we started our summer, daily summer. Have a small special collection. This is a collection. It is a collection of twin brother of Derek Walker. Robert Walker, who is his twin brother. This is a collection of his personal collection that we got from his widow. And the other oh yes, that's the most fun. Open that door, close. Yes. So the students actually will sit down